Here we are outside again at TAFE 2019. I'm here with the guys from maxfirebox. A pretty cool product you guys demonstrated to us. My understanding is this is actually the first time this product has been shown. It's been developed by you, built by you. It's obvious you have a lot of passion and pride in what you developed. And I'll be honest with you, it's pretty cool as an instructor to be able to show the fire flows things on a safe scale, small scale, and using your thermal imaging cameras to really see how things are going on. So why don't you tell us a little about your vision, what's going on here, and then give us a walk-around tour and explain what's going on.
Yeah, and thank you for the opportunity to be here. This has just been an amazing conference, and it's a conference that I hope that everybody every year attends. And I know that me and Andy will be here every year. It's just an amazing opportunity, an amazing conference. So just thank you for everything. We greatly appreciate it. We have our maxfirebox, which is our Phase 1 unit. Our maxfirebox Phase 1 unit shows our bidirectional flow. Our Phase 2 unit, what we're able to do with that is we're able to do it as a one-story burn or a two-story burn. So the roof is interchangeable. We're also able to do multiple thermal imaging objectives. Our whole tagline is burn and learn. So the tagline of the maxfirebox is burn and learn, short classroom sessions, and after short classroom sessions, you burn and learn with the maxfirebox. Bring fire behavior and thermal imaging definitions to life. The maxfirebox is made in the USA, engineered to last, named after my son Max. Mr. Andy Starnes, who is what I consider the tick god of the fire service, is going to be able to do a walk around with you and explain some of the things that you're going to be able to benefit from whenever you're burn and learn with the maxfirebox, bringing fire behavior definitions to life. So Mr. Andy's going to take it over and review everything with you.
Well, echo what Shawn said. We really appreciate the hospitality. You guys are super nice. Treated us way better than we deserve. We appreciate it. Fed us way too much, so I've got a lot of exercise to do. Thanks a lot for that. But you really did treat us just beautifully. We appreciate it. This is a great opportunity to show firefighters things on a small scale, but at the same time, we can replicate different NIOSH reports where we can show them what happened. We can use training from a building construction standpoint and say, look, this is a two-story home. Where are most bedrooms located? Upstairs. We can reiterate the reports, line placement, size up, fire behavior, thermal imaging, training, all of this prop and so much more. And from fire prevention, you can show the public why they need to sleep with their bedroom doors closed. Right? Cool. So let's just cover one aspect since we don't want to eat up all of your time. We're going to show you the company officer perspective. I was taught to do a 360 of a structure, right? And my training tells me I should look at building construction. I should look at occupancy. I should look at life hazard. I should look at weather. I should look at the cold was wealth, Wallace was hot, whatever acronym you want to use this week, which I can't remember at 3 a.m.
Right, exactly.
So what I want to do is get them to look at it with their training, and if their department has chosen to buy a good thermal imaging camera like these two right here, I want them to just stop. So we're going to start at the A division. We're going to say, all right, what do we have? We have a two-story residential structure with a garage, and looks like it's attached. We've got heavy smoke showing from, looks like, first and second floor. That's pretty obvious, but does that mean we have fire everywhere? Not necessarily. Let's look at it from the tick perspective. We teach to scan low, medium, and high because you don't want to start high because we know heat's up there, but human behavior says if I look high and I see heat, I'm not going to look back down. So we teach them to look at thermal bridges or openings where the fire might be and where it's going, from hot to cold. When you look at this, you can clearly see where the heat is in the structure. You know, with a more insulated building, it'll be a little bit more difficult. You look at openings, you look around the edges of them, and you're looking for conduction or thermal bridges. So I'd walk up to this A side so you can get a little bit better view. Once we have a window that has magically failed, go ahead, Shawn, do that again. Look at the amount of heat inside of there. Look how clear these images are. Both of these cameras use something called image enhancement. So I know I have fire right here, and I know it's extending to the second floor, where those people might be. I'm going to put a line to the fire and a line protecting the staircase so my truck company can get in and save those people. We're going to move around to the Bravo side, and we can clearly see how it's traveling up to that second floor. That bedroom right there is a threat. I mean, we've got fire venting out of that, even though you can't see fire. Look at the heat that's coming out of it. We're looking at 500 plus degrees. It's non-survivable space unless we do something about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a line in there and put a line to that staircase, and we're going to clearly place our lines where they're needed, right? So we're going to move around to the C side. Come over here where you're not in the smoke. Now we know the heat's all the way front to back. A lot of times we don't know how far it's extended. Look at that. Clearly moving all the way across there. This camera is a little bit more sensitive as far as the colorization, so you don't pay attention to just color. Look at the convection currents in the bullard, though. Clearly coming out that second floor. If that was that much heat and we had boxing right there on the edge of that roof line, it's going to extend into that and into the attic very quickly. We finish our 360. We see these shiny surfaces here. We know that from learning about thermal imaging in Mississippi tells us that that's a shiny surface. We can't trust that. It says it's 77 degrees. You can put your hand on that if you want. I'm not going to do that. So we come around to the front and we confirm what we've already seen. At this point, our crew has already got a hose line to the front door. They forced the door. They've taken a quick look. They confirm what we already know, where the fire is, where we're putting our line, and we go put the fire out and game over. And this is what we call intelligently aggressive. It's using your tools to your best advantage, using your training, putting those two perspectives together, and helping the public, which is what we swore to do. If your department spends good money on these devices, don't leave them on the truck. You wouldn't leave your PPE on the truck. You wouldn't leave your air pack on the truck. Firefighters continually leave these in the charger.
Right.
What happens when you do that and there's a kid in there and you could have found them 70% faster?
Right.
How are you going to justify that? If that's my child, you better use everything you've got to go get them. This type of training can help them because they can see it, as you said, in a safe environment where they can hear, right?
Oh, yeah.
You get in a burn building, you're like, whoa, 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 I can't hear you. Then when they go in the burn building, the required structure, now I've already seen it one time, and I remember I can replicate this behavior.
Yeah.
We have to do it what? Over and over.
Repetition.
We're kinesthetic learners. That's the thing. Hands on. Get them outside, as Shawn says. Brief classroom. Get them out here. They're not going to fall asleep in this class.
Oh yeah, no, it's exciting stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Cool technology. Impressive design. Gentlemen, without folks like you guys sponsoring us and helping us out, making our conference exciting, we couldn't make this conference happen. So we appreciate you taking the time to bring all your equipment, teach our folks. Hey, good luck to you. Hey, if you like this product, check them out at maxfirebox. Again, from an instructor perspective, I don't think you can do anything. As much information as you just saw actually created in a large-scale event just wouldn't happen. Being able to shrink it down to this small size, it's fantastic and incredible stuff. Nice job, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
Can we show on the camera real quick, show the ventilation opening?
Yes.
You got a camera on?
Yes,
Tell me
Watch
what
this on the camera. This is
Stand by.
pretty cool.
We'll turn it back on.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Let's look up. The camera's going to engage and go to low sensitivity. Look at the amount of heat coming
Isn't
out.
that cool?
Oh, wow.
Seeing that ventilation?
So we compare the two. We'll turn this one on. So we look at convection currents, right? Look at the convection currents
Look
there.
at
One looks like a gentle rolling ocean wave. The other one looks mean and nasty.
Isn't that
You
cool?
can clearly see where
Now
it
watch
is.
what happens whenever I open this. Open there, open there. So how you looking up there?
More.
Yeah. See,
It's faster. So because you got a unidirectional flow path. See the difference in the colorization? More color here, less color here. But this one shows more
now, Andy, I'm going to
convection
close
currents.
that door down.
All right, so we're going to flip
And
it.
let
Watch
that
what we see
travel.
better. You'll see the whole box as soon as he moves. This is known as gangster grip because it doesn't auto-orient like a cell phone does. So now I can see the whole unit.
Seeing it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
That's great.
And this is how you get firefighters to understand why they need to carry the camera because they don't see this without it because we can't see the infrared perspective.
Right.
Yeah, there's only two animals I know of, a snake and a goldfish. We don't want to be either one of them. We want to make sure we see them.
Hey,
All right.
thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Thank you,
much.
Appreciate you
guys.
guys so much. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.